Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off by watching a video. So one thing, if you handed me your papers for the time management as a hard copy paper, the papers are on the back table. I handed a bunch out yesterday. If you would like yours back, it's on the back table. After today, they're going in the recycle bin. So if you don't want them, yeah, you don't want them, just leave them there. That's fine. Okay. No journal for this week. Okay. I have enough to read through with life plans. Henry, I think I gave you yours. Didn't I? Yeah, I didn't give you yours yesterday. Oh, I don't remember seeing anything. It might have been yours. Maybe you weren't here yet. So there is no journal prompt for this week. Again, use the time, work on that life plan, get it perfected, and get it submitted, okay? I know I've gotten a lot of submissions. I've read through a handful of them. I'm still working through the letters. I've got only a handful left to do. So hopefully I'll finish those today. That's my goal, okay? So I know we said we were going to do something fun tomorrow, and I think maybe fun might be sleeping. So if you guys want to just, we'll cancel class for tomorrow. Do what? That's really fun? Okay. Okay. Well, they do too, because they got to go to practice, but we'll just cancel for tomorrow, okay? Instead of having to come in and anybody having to wake up. Is that cool with y'all? If your life plan is not done, I suggest you take the time and finish your life plan, okay? You've got to get it in by Sunday. I cannot accept anything past Sunday, okay? The system will not allow me to, okay? It's a school thing, not a me thing, yeah? Okay.
Turn it in at Sunday at midnight.
You've got until 11:55 Sunday night.
You're gonna get like 20 assignments at 11:55.
I usually always do, so it's okay. If it's only 20 at 11:55.
You're gonna grade them in 5 minutes.
Oh no, I have all week to grade them.
Yeah.
But you've got until Sunday to submit them. Yeah, grades have to be in, I believe, Wednesday or Friday of next week. So I've got to get them all read and graded by then. So I can't take anything else after Sunday at all. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. Please go back and look through your stuff, see what you have open, see what you can hand in still, what you can't. Okay. So take a minute and take a look. Advising appointments also, your advisor meetings have to happen today and tomorrow. Okay. I cannot guarantee that your advisor will be on campus on a Friday, but I will guarantee you they won't be here on a Saturday or Sunday. Okay. So make sure if you want the credit for that, you go ahead and get those done as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. What do we turn in for that? So for the advisor appointment, I have notified all the advisors that once they meet with you to send me an email. They usually copy you as well. It's super easy. They know it's happening. Just ask them to send me an email. Okay. They all know what's going on. Cool. Okay. Like I said, we're going to start with a video. So there's a lot of statistics. Hold on. There we go. Is that better? Okay. So there's a lot of statistics out there when it comes to mental health. Oh, that sounds terrible, right? It's like in and out. I'll just hold it upside down. I don't know that that's any better. Okay. So more than 25% of all college students have some type of diagnosed what? Well, I can't because they need it on Zoom. I can turn it down there. There. Is that better? Is that better? It's a little better, right? So more than 25% of all college students, y'all, the struggle's real. Is that better? That might be better. Sorry. Have been diagnosed or treated by some sort of professional or something. My life is horrible. Talk about having mental health struggles. Okay, 34.2% of students. You know what? You're right. I'm going to turn this off. Hold on. Let's try that. To the camera. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off because I'm loud. So I think you guys can hear me. I'm loud. It's fine. So 34% of students with a mental health condition has said that their college knows nothing about it. Okay. 64% of students that have some sort of mental health issue actually drop out of college due to that mental health issue. Okay. That's over half of the students. Okay. 73%, which is almost three-quarters of students on campus, have had or experienced on campus some kind of mental health crisis. Okay. These numbers are across the board. This isn't just for Carolina University. This is for all universities. Okay. Before the pandemic, okay, 67% of people who felt suicidal would tell their friends. Okay, that was before. What happened during the pandemic? Your friends kind of disappeared, right? Okay, so it got worse. Over 20% of students said depression impacted their studies. 24.5% of college students are taking some form of mental health assisting medication. Okay, whether it be mood stabilizer, antidepressant, anti-anxiety. Okay, 24%. 95% of college counselors report that mental health issues and crises are growing on campus. Is it actually that we're having that many more? Probably not. It's probably more lent to the fact that we are talking about it more and more nowadays. Okay, we are removing that stigma from those mental health issues, and we are talking about them. 41% of college counselors report anxiety as the most frequent disorder. Okay, anxiety has been shown to show up younger and younger every year. Okay, you have small children that have major anxiety. Okay, 50% of college students report their mental health to be below average or poor. Okay, I've seen some of this in our class, right? Especially with some of the athletes, they're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm mentally exhausted. Okay, in order to be your best, you've got to, oops, sorry about that. You've got to be your best mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's a combination. Okay, 70% of students say they use the mental health services at their school if they had access. You know, those apps and things like that. I think BetterHealth is one of them, where you can actually talk to a counselor right through your phone. I've used it before. You can set up a face-to-face, you can set up a chat, okay, through all these different apps now. You have that? The school does? 72% of 400 different university presidents said they're spending more and more funds on mental health, especially now more than ever, okay? Remember, it's not that the mental health crises is growing exponentially. It is the fact that we are allowing everybody to talk about it. It is being accepted, and we're removing that stigma from mental health issues, okay? 9 times out of 10, I'm sure if you ask a fellow student or a faculty member, you know, hey, I'm having major anxiety, they will probably say, I do too, okay? So primary causes in college students, stress over grades, right? Financial anxieties. You're overworked. Anyone not overworked? Y'all, I'm overworked. Sedentary lifestyles, okay? You're not as apt to go out and do things in your dorm when you don't have family, siblings saying, come on, let's go do things. Biological or genetic causes and traumatic events that you've had in your past that could come back up. Okay? Talking about a student athlete in particular, I did put a TED Talk out there that talks about student athletes and their mental health in particular, take a minute if you are a student athlete, I think it's like 10 minutes, and watch it. Okay. It's very, very eye-opening. It gives a lot of tips and tricks. It's really great. 35% of elite athletes suffer from a mental health crisis. Okay. How many professional athletes do you hear of suffering from mental health crises? There was a big one at the Olympics just now in gymnastics, was there not? Yeah, Simone Biles, right? She pulled out of pretty much everything. And I believe her statement was, it was a mental health crisis. Come to find out after the fact, she had a family member pass away and she wasn't being able to deal real well. Okay. It's becoming more and more accepted and more acceptable. Okay. This is not something that's going to make you unique. 25% of college athletes struggle with mental illness, and 10 to 15% of all athletes experience psychological issues severe enough to need counseling. Okay. Some of that comes from that identity crisis we talked about yesterday. You're being pulled in 50,000 different ways. Sometimes you need help to figure out what is important, because everybody's telling you it's all important, right? You've got coach telling you that sports is important. You've got your faculty telling you that your academics is important. It's all priority one, okay? Ask for some help figuring it out, okay? Studies show that only about 6% of student athletes show signs of depression. Student athletes are usually great actors. They can hide things like that, okay? Nearly 1 out of every 4 Division I student athletes show some type of, quote, clinically relevant symptom of depression. 1 in 4, okay? That's 25%. That's a lot. In the end, you guys, you're not alone, okay? We all have these issues. We all struggle through things. It's how you get to the other side, okay? So don't quit, okay? We're here for you. 45% of young adults who stopped attending college because of mental health related reasons did not request any type of accommodation. Accommodations are there to deal with this type of thing, okay? There are ways to get help once you're on campus. So what they're saying is, if you drop out due to some mental stress, half of those people didn't even ask for help within their classes or on campus, okay? 50% of them did not access mental health services and supports. 40% of students with diagnosable mental health conditions did not seek help. Do you see a pattern here? It's like half, okay? Concern of stigma is usually the #1 reason to not ask for help, okay? No one's gonna come after you. No one's gonna laugh at you. We all have our moments, okay? Some worse than others. But I would respect more people that would ask for help, okay? I know most people that I know would respect more of people who ask for help, okay? What can you do? #1, take care of yourself. Remember, mind, body, and soul, all 3 of them, okay? That means y'all need to eat, #1. I know the cafeteria has wonky hours. You need to make sure you get your booty in the cafeteria and you get it fed, okay? If you do not fuel your body physically, it will eventually just stop working, okay? So feeding and eating, key, okay? Prioritize it. Prioritize sleep. How many people, when we did the time assignment, kind of put sleep wherever it was like left open? Yeah. Okay, I could tell reading them. Like, I'm going to sleep an hour here and 30 minutes here. No. Sleep, food, and physical health, Those 30 things have got to be a number one on your list. Okay? What can help with putting them on a number one? Time management. Okay? Time management, critical skill. We've been working on it for about 3 weeks now. Time management. You've got a lot to do in a day. You want to get it all done. Make sure you schedule it. Being consistent helps reduce stress. Okay? Being on some type of schedule or having things written out or a to-do list, it actually has been shown to reduce stress. Okay? Keep track of any mental health concerns that you may have. Okay? It's so easy to lose track of what day of the week it is, let alone what happened yesterday or if I ate, right? Write them down. Maintain a journal if that's something that you need to do. Okay? Find a calendar, put a happy face on a good day, put a sad face on a bad day. It's as easy as that. Okay? We're not talking some like long drawn out like Jane Austen, journal here. Surround yourself with good people. Okay? This is something that takes a long time to understand, but people do feed off of other people's energies, right? We talked week 2 about not concentrating on that negative, but trying to go for the positive. And that's because we want to have a positive experience. If those around you are feeling stress, anxiety, isolation, depression, it's eventually going to rub off on those around them. Okay? I'm not saying abandon those people, attempt to lift them up, but still, because we all have our moments. Okay? Practice mindfulness. Take a minute for yourself. This is why we say 45 minutes to an hour study, and then you have to take a break. Okay? You have to be mindful that your mind, body, and soul needs a timeout. It needs time to refresh, and you'll actually accomplish more in the end. Okay? Meditation has been shown to reduce stress and help anxiety disorders. Okay? There are all kinds of apps out there that I get ads for all the time about mindfulness and meditation. Find an app. It may be as easy as sitting in a room, closing your eyes, setting a timer for 5 minutes, and playing some soothing music. Okay? Just clear your mind. Anyone ever try to lay down at night and your mind just won't shut off? That's me almost every night. Okay? That's part of anxiety. Avoid alcohol and drug use. Okay? If you start to go down that path, you're just going to end up self-medicating. Okay? When you struggle with a mental illness, self-medication is usually not the best idea. Okay? Mental illness does not cause things like alcoholism, but they are connected. Okay? You need to figure out where your symptoms are coming from and how to deal with your symptoms to make things better. Okay? Drugs and alcohol can actually worsen those symptoms instead of make it better, instead of just masking it. And it can actually lead to more issues. Another thing you can do is get involved. Okay? Volunteer. Find some nonprofits. Find a group to work in. Okay? Find what your outlet is. Harvard Medical School actually has published articles saying that volunteering helps people who donate their time feel more socially connected. Okay? That can help decrease things like loneliness and depressive thoughts. Okay? Get involved, find your group, find who your group of people are, and try to use those strengths in a positive way. Okay? Utilize mental health services. Okay? Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Okay? We are all human. We are not perfect. There is not one of us on this planet that is perfect. If you need help, ask for it. Okay? Students need to give themselves and others the space to work through how best to manage your mental health. This is also something, there is no one answer fits all. There are no right and wrong answers. You need to figure out what works for you. Okay? It's gonna be a trial and error. Also, if something has worked in the past, it may not work now, and that's okay as well. Okay? You need to work through that. If a student tries a new mental health strategy, adjust the idea and make it work for you. Okay? Give yourself encouraging messages. There are also apps for that. Okay? I have an app on my phone that like twice a day, it gives me like an encouraging message as just like a notification. Okay? Encouraging messages to make even small steps. Okay? We have talked about those incremental steps, those baby steps since day one. Okay? Remember, 15 minutes a day, you can get any assignment done at all whatsoever. Right? Baby steps. You've got to have those small little accomplishments. Okay? We've got resources on campus. There are resources off campus that you guys can utilize. I know a lot of the sports teams, work with their coaches. But remember, we are a small enough university here that we are all one big family, right? So you may not be able to talk to your coach, but you might be able to find a faculty member that you've connected with and talk to them, or a staff member that you've connected with, okay? Find somebody, please reach out. Don't keep it to yourself. We're all in the same boat here. We're all in the same rocky boat. Sound good? Okay. Y'all, it's been so great to have you guys in this class. It really has. Please make sure you turn in your assignments. No class tomorrow. We're done. Any questions, comments, concerns? Negative? Okay. Y'all, go on and be great.